Wanted to jump on this live stream quick here and follow up to the live stream that I had out just a couple hours ago where I was talking about SSI and some announcements out of Social Security, some of the recent press releases, and what we've been hearing out of the Social Security Administration. I had a lot of questions coming on that live stream, and I spent a little bit of time reading through the comments section on that live stream. I went back and I read through the chat box on that live stream as well just to see, like, did I miss something or what's going on? Anyway, I want to come back on here, like I said in that live stream a couple hours ago, and said, hey, I just want to come back really quickly, clarify what I was talking about earlier. I know that it's very confusing, okay? So if this feels like, wait, what are you even talking about? Like, where is this coming from? All these details like this. These are announcements out of the Social Security Administration, recent press releases that have been released by the administration, and they're making some major changes. Now, here's the thing. Lately, the last, month and a half, 2 months or so, we've been getting multiple different press releases literally every single week. So this week, I guarantee you there's going to be more. What are they going to be? I wish I could tell you. I have no clue. Who knows what they're going to be? But I can tell you this much. There's going to be some big announcements coming out this week yet again. The reason I'm so confident about that is because if we just look back at literally the last 2 months, we've seen multiple press releases coming out literally every single week. Anyway, so what I want to do is talk about a couple of them that have been released here over just the last couple of weeks. One of them was on Thursday, one that came out on Thursday, and then one that came out about 2 weeks and 2 days ago. So a couple of these are very important, and they have some special rules in there, okay? Some special treatment for SSI when it comes down to these benefits and these different press releases that have been, obviously released. Okay, so one thing I want to point out really quickly. Now, obviously, I know that a lot of you here in this community receive other types of benefits. I mean, any type of benefit administered by Social Security. It could be retirement, it could be spousal, it could be survivors, it could be VA or SSI or SSDI. I mean, anything. The list goes on and on, right? I totally recognize that. Now, I do want to focus on, again, because consistent with the title that I have here, SSI benefits is what I'm talking about, but I know that there's going to be a lot of you here in the community watching this live stream that are probably going to have questions about SSDI or retirement or whatever other type of benefit. That's okay. I will answer those questions as well, but let's kind of focus on the special treatment that I want to focus on here for SSI, because I've been getting a lot of dedicated questions about this down below in the comment section on videos, in live streams, in the chat box. But again, in a couple minutes here, I will get into the chat of this video. So let me just kind of hammer out the details here first, and then we'll get into the chat. So just give me a few minutes to kind of break down all these details, and then I'll get into the chat and we can answer and talk about whatever you want at that point, okay? All right, so let's talk about first the announcement that came out. It was a little over 2 weeks ago. It was actually back on March 7th. It was a Friday, okay? March 7th was a Friday, and that was the day that they came out with this first announcement, and let's just focus on this one really quickly. Okay, so what is this one? It is the reinstatement of the 100% garnishment in the event of a beneficiary being overpaid. Now, let's clarify that really quickly. And again, as I saw in the chat box on that last live stream from a few hours ago, I had a few people reaching out saying, hey, can you just identify and let's clarify, what do you mean by 100% garnishment? So let's clarify that really quickly. Okay, so here's the thing. Social Security identifies about, give or take a little bit, every year it's different, about 2 million people, beneficiaries, or out of the roughly 73 million people every year that basically get overpaid for a variety of reasons. It could be the beneficiary's fault. Most of the time it's not. Most of the time it is the Social Security Administration's fault by calculating benefits wrong. Whatever the process is, there's a variety of different reasons why somebody could be getting a wrong benefit, but nonetheless, they're getting wrong benefits. What's super interesting, really quick side note here, do you ever see them sending out letters and say, hey, sorry, we just found out we were underpaying you by $120 a month for the last 17 years? Have you ever gotten one of those letters? Have we been underpaying you? No, that doesn't happen. But they do send out letters that say, hey, we've been overpaying you. We just found out we've been overpaying you. Gee, funny how that is, right? Anyway, just want to throw it out there really quickly. Maybe we should be looking into underpayment letters. Yeah, that'd be a good thing too. Okay, anyway. Okay, so they send out these overpayment letters, and basically they go out to all these different random beneficiaries every single year saying, hey, we overpaid you X dollars per month for so many years or this duration of time. It has calculated out to be this many dollars, and you owe us this much money in 30 days. By the way, just send us a check, and check's payable to us, and we're good. Just send us your money right away, right? which, by the way, I always like to say, if you do get an overpayment letter, file an appeal, go through the waiver process, whatever you possibly got to do to try to get out of that thing, right? And again, I'm not going to try to sit here and give you advice. That's just what I would maybe say, like, hey, quick little recommendation. You may want to try that. If you want to just cut a check to them, by all means, go for it too. That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm just simply saying, if you can try to get out of it because it's not your fault and a variety of other reasons, you may want to exercise those options first. But anyway, so they send out about 2 million of these letters a year. Okay, they go out to beneficiaries, which, by the way, the majority of the beneficiaries that receive these letters are SSDI and SSI beneficiaries. Again, Social Security Disability Insurance beneficiaries, SSDI, and SSI, Supplemental Security Income beneficiaries, are the bulk of the beneficiaries that get these overpayment letters every single year. Okay, got it. So the letters go out. Okay, now what? Well, previously, last year, okay, so prior to last year, it was a 100% garnishment. In other words, if somebody was overpaid, if they did not pay that money back to Social Security would automatically garnish the person's benefit, as in the beneficiary's benefit, until they get that money back at a 100% rate. In other words, let me give you a quick example, okay? Somebody gets overpaid $10,000 over a course of, 2 years. Again, I'm just making up numbers here for an example, okay? Somebody gets overpaid $10,000 over the course of 2 years. Okay, the person is getting a $1,000 monthly benefit. If the person does not pay back the $10,000 of overpayment, Social Security would technically garnish 100% of their monthly benefit, $1,000 a month, for 10 months to pay back the $10,000. Does that make sense? Okay, so that's what that would be. Now, that was the 100% garnishment, the rule prior to last year. However, last year they came in and they reduced the rule, or reduced the garnishment, okay? They changed the rule. So they changed it to 10% or $10, whatever is greater. That was the old rule, okay? So last year, up until about 2 weeks ago, on March 7th, when they announced it, actually, technically, it hasn't gone into effect yet. In a few days here, it will be going into effect. But technically, it's been this 10% or $10. So in this same example that I just gave you, person gets an overpayment letter, $10,000 they owe, they don't pay it back. In this case, a 10% would be greater than $10. 10% of $1,000 is $100. So they would garnish $100 basically forever until they repay the $10,000 of overpayment. Does that make sense? Okay. So that was then. Now, again, a couple weeks ago, on March 7th, it was a Friday, they announced, and again, this will be going into effect fully here in a matter of just days here, they announced just a few days ago, or a couple weeks ago, I should say, that the 100% garnishment is back on the table. In other words, they're reinstating the 100% garnishment. It'll no longer be 10% or $10, whatever is greater, except for SSI beneficiaries, okay? Now, let me clarify this, because this is where the confusing parts comes in. Okay, so everybody will be brought back up to the 100% garnishment in the event of an overpayment by Social Security, including, but not limited to, retirement, survivors, spousal, SSDI, and the list goes on. Did you notice how I missed one? Yes, I missed SSI. Why? I did that on purpose. Why? SSI is not included for the 100% garnishment, but rather SSI will remain at a 10% garnishment in the event that somebody is overpaid, okay? So going forward, and again, I see this question so much, and again, when I spent some time reading through the comment section on that live stream from earlier, I noticed that this was kind of maybe a point of confusion here, so I wanted to spend a couple extra minutes here and kind of really clarify this. Okay. So starting in a few days, the 100% garnishment will be reinstated for everybody except SSI. SSI will be the only one. SSI will be the unicorn in the bunch here, okay? That's a compliment, by the way. SSI is getting the special treatment from Social Security where they will still remain at 10% garnishment. Okay, let's run some numbers on here. Okay, I'm going to use some nice round numbers for easy mathematical purposes here just to illustrate an example. Okay. Somebody's receiving SSI, okay? They're receiving the maximum benefit as an individual, $967 a month. They get an overpayment, and they owe, just whatever. Just, okay? Whatever the amount is, doesn't matter. $5,000. Just make up a number, $5,000. Okay. Now, rather than 100% garnishment going forward, of that person's monthly benefit to fulfill the $5,000 of overpayment, it'll only be 10%. Remember, in this example that I'm giving right here, the person is getting the maximum SSI benefit for an individual of $967. Okay, a 10% garnishment would be $96.70 if we want to get technical. Okay, so a $96.70 reduction to their benefit would basically put their benefit down at around, if I can do some quick mental math here, around like $876. I think that's about right. Again, I'm trying to quickly figure this out in my head, run the math in my head as I'm talking here, okay? It's roughly, what I say, $877, I think that's what I said. Yeah, it's about right. Anyway, it's about that, okay? So that would be the 10% garnishment in this case. Well, I think I'm off by that. No, I'm definitely off by that. Sorry about that. My math is not right. $871, I think is the math is right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm off by a couple dollars, but you get the point there, okay? It'd be a 10% reduction to their benefit rather than the 100%, okay? Now, let's compare that to an SSDI beneficiary. Now, I saw a couple comments on that last live stream saying, hey, what's the difference between SSDI and SSI? Okay, SSDI, Social Security Disability Insurance Benefits, that's the acronym, that's what it means, and SSI is Supplemental Security Income, both of which are administered by the Social Security Administration, and they go out to millions of beneficiaries each, okay? However, in this example, let's compare these side by side here. An SSDI beneficiary, Social Security Disability beneficiary, gets an overpayment letter of, let's just say, again, $5,000, and they're getting $1,000 a month, okay? I'm just giving some nice examples here. In this situation, the SSDI beneficiary goes back to the 100% garnishment. In this case, if they don't repay, now this person is going to lose their $1,000 monthly benefit for 5 months until they get the $5,000 repaid for an SSDI beneficiary. However, same situation for an SSI beneficiary, they get an overpayment letter of $5,000, but as an SSI beneficiary, they're going to see a 10% reduction to their benefit, which again would be the $96.70 per month, assuming it's the maximum benefit, until that is paid back the $5,000. That would be, oh my, a long time. What is that, like 50 some odd months? It'd be like, what is that, 4.5 years? It'd be like, yeah, like 4.5 years or so, give or take a little bit, until they paid that whole thing back at a 10% pace, versus the SSDI beneficiary in this example, they'd have it paid back in 5 months, but they would have zero income coming out of their SSDI benefit. Does that make sense? Okay. So based on the comments, the questions, the feedback that I was getting on that live stream earlier, I think this example should help clear the air on this pretty good, okay? But remember, SSI is the only group of beneficiaries that remains at 10%. Everybody else goes back to the 100% garnishment starting here in just a matter of days, okay? So, yes, that is what it comes down to. All right, so that is one from, what is that, 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago or so? That is the one that was announced. Okay, now let's talk about another really quick one here. I'm going to buzz through this one, not nearly in as much detail. I'm just going to run through this one really fast here. This one comes from Thursday, a couple days ago. So what's the date today? The 23rd. Today's the 23rd. Okay, so let's go back to, what was the date then? The 20th. The 20th, okay? So the 20th of March, this is when this one was released. All right, so this one states that they're reinstating the TOP program. TOP stands for Treasury Offset Program. Now, this program was in full effect up until March of 2020. Since March of 2020, they have suspended this program until now. They announced it on Thursday. Again, the 20th of March, they re-announced it, and they're basically putting it into effect immediately. So based on their press release, they came out on Thursday. They were reinstating this effective immediately. Okay, so that means like Thursday or Friday or whatever. You just immediately, it's in effect. Okay, so what is the Treasury Offset Program? And again, really quickly here, I'm not going to give a bunch of dollar amount examples and things like that, but let me just run through this really fast. The Treasury Offset Program is basically this. If somebody gets an overpayment letter from Social Security, they receive that overpayment letter, they do not fulfill the overpayment. In other words, they don't pay it back to Social Security. Social Security is unable to maybe take their benefit. In other words, garnish their benefit. In that case, Social Security surrenders the file, in other words, to the Treasury of the beneficiary who owes Social Security money. Remember this much. Social Security has a fiduciary responsibility as a steward of the taxpayer dollar. In other words, if they lose money, if they overpay somebody, if they mess up, it is their responsibility to get it back. That's Social Security's responsibility. As a steward of the taxpayer dollar, it is their responsibility to try to get back through necessary means, get that money back, okay? So, in this case, with the TOP program, in the event somebody does not pay back, and in the event they're not able to garnish a benefit, they surrender the files, they surrender the data over to the Treasury. The Treasury then has jurisdiction to come in and take your money. Okay, that's as simple as I can put it. They can do that, and we have absolutely zero authority over this. They can easily take our money. They can swoop in. They can take money out of from paychecks. They can garnish money, whatever they want, okay? And we have no authority whatsoever. We can do nothing about it. So like I said in the live stream earlier, if you feel helpless, if you feel violated, if you feel like your rights have been violated, well, this would be a perfect example of that. We cannot do anything about it. They can just come in and take our money basically at their discretion. So that is the TOP program, okay? All right, so now I will get into the chat. I will answer questions here. I would say this much. If you are just joining right now, the best thing I would say to do, roll the live stream back, watch the first however many minutes up until right now. Honestly, if you're just joining right now, I'm going to get into the chat. There's going to be all kinds of questions about all kinds of different things, and I'm going to do my best to answer those. But if you want to see the content consistent with the title of this live stream, I would say if you're joining right now, roll the live stream back, watch the first however many minutes we've been here. How long have we been here? 10 minutes or so? I don't even know how long it's been. Just watch the first few minutes of this up until now, and that'll answer everything. Okay? I'm going to get into the chat now, and I will answer any questions on anything. So if you're here live right now, if you want some questions answered, let me know down below. I can answer those for you. I'll do whatever I possibly can to clarify all of this. I totally get it. It's very confusing. I understand that, okay? Anyway, I'm here for you. Just remember that. I want to do what I can. If you want me to jump on 17 live streams a day to talk about all this that's going on right now, I will. Don't tempt me. Otherwise, I really will do it. My wife's probably shaking her head right now. Oh my, please. 17? Really? She's probably thinking, like, he'll do it. She'll be like, don't test him. He'll do it. And trust me, I will. I will do it. Every single hour, I'll go live if you want me to. I don't think over the last 5+ years that I've literally been making and uploading videos every single day, multiple videos a day, I don't think I really have to sit here and like try to convince anybody too much that I will go live multiple 15, 17, 20 times a day if I have to clarify all of this. Okay, so I don't tempt me. Seriously, I will do it. It'd actually be kind of funny to do it one day, just literally on the hour every hour. From basically the time I get up until the time I go to bed, just literally go. It'd be funny. I don't know. Maybe it'd be a really bad idea. It'd be kind of a funny experiment though, just to see, just to see what happens. I don't know. Okay, I'm getting into the chat. By the way, it gives me just give me a second here. I'm kind of slow, and it takes a minute to load. Okay. Where is it? Okay, here it is. I'm loading it up. Here it comes. Okay, here we go. Nice. Gamilio Santano, yes. And Gamilio, I know that you're an SSI beneficiary. How do I know that? Because you ask about SSI every single time I see you, and that's good. No problem whatsoever. I don't mind it whatsoever. But yes, this video is focused on SSI benefits, and Gamilio, I know you're right there as well. So hey, thanks for joining us. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, B, hey, nice to see you as well. Yep, and again, I know you're an SSI beneficiary because we've talked specifically about your questions. So yeah, B, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Good evening. Nice. Deborah Chapman. Deborah Chapman. Deborah Chapman is tempting me. She's saying, go live every hour. That'd be fun. That'd be pretty interesting, right? We'll see. Maybe. That'd be pretty cool. But thanks, Deborah. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us, Deborah. Is it Alan McClure? I think it is. Hey, Alan, nice to have you here. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you. Happy Sunday and good evening. Thanks for being here. Yeah, Gamilio, you're very welcome. Gamilio Santano. Yeah, you're always so kind. Thank you so much for your messages. Regina Brown. Hey, you're asking about the marriage penalty. Really good question. In fact, the live stream that I had out earlier today, I started the live stream out by answering that question. I get a lot of questions about the marriage penalty. Okay, really good question, by the way. I have not seen anything about the marriage penalty in probably 2 months or so. Okay, give or take a little bit. I mean, time is flying this year. It's just odd. This year has been so weird. But I'm going to say it's probably been about 2 months, give or take a little bit, since I've seen anything substantial about the marriage penalty. But I'll certainly keep you posted if I see anything about it. Don't get me wrong. I will jump on a live stream immediately and I will share that with you. But I haven't seen anything in a couple months here. Yep. Flex, hey Flex, nice to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I like your name, by the way. That's just straight to the point, clear and concise. I like it. Flex, nice. Thank you for being here. Alan McClure again. You're saying I have an account on the Social Security website. I'm assuming you mean Social Security website. You just said website. I'm assuming it's a Social Security website. And you said something like no changes are being shown. Yeah. Again, I'm kind of curious what changes you're looking for. But yeah. Okay. Yep. There shouldn't really be any changes right now. That's good. Yep. Nice. Deborah Chapman. Hey, Deborah. Nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Nice. Junior Martinez, is it? Yeah, Junior Martinez saying, thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's dinner time. Awesome. That's great. Hope you're enjoying something really good. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, Flex, really good information. Thank you so much for helping out in the chat there. Yeah, Flex is suggesting as well, one way that you can proof your identity is by going onto the Social Security website, signing up for a My Social Security account, and doing that. If you have not done so, if you have not signed up for a My Social Security account yet, now would really be the good time to do that. And when I say now, I don't mean tonight. I mean like now being like in the next few weeks here. Would probably be a really good time to sign up for a My Social Security account. If you have not done so yet, because of all the massive changes, they're basically rolling all this identity proofing out, is what they're calling it. And the only way that you can do that is one of two methods going forward here, basically starting at April 1st. The only way you can do this is by identity proofing is number one, through the My Social Security account on the Social Security website, obviously. And number two would be going to a physical field office and whipping out your ID and showing it there. So yeah, like I've said, if you have not signed up for a My Social Security account, now honestly would be the best time to do that, as in within the next couple weeks here. You don't need to. You absolutely do not need to. But if you want to, now would certainly be the time to do that. And by the way, it is 100% for free. And no, this video is not sponsored by Social Security. Honestly, I wish it were, but it's not. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, seriously, yeah, that'd be awesome. But no. Alan McClure is asking, will there be will there be an increase for SSDI this month? No, there's not. Nope. Roll Tide NFL sports fan, is that what it is? Hey, yeah, you're very welcome. I see your comment there about connecting with Chapter. That's awesome. You got a better plan? That is so cool. Seriously, I connect with them ever so often. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Like, you guys like hooking up some of the people on the channel like with better plans? And they're like, this is ridiculous. We're saving people so much money. It's crazy how much money people are saving as a result of working with Chapter. That's awesome. Seriously. And again, it's 100% for free. Sometimes I see comments that are like, oh, you're just trying to sell something. I'm not sure how I could possibly be trying to sell something. It's free. It's a free service, 100% for free, for them to go through and find people the best plan with the best coverages at the best price. By the way, I say this all the time in the videos because this is like incredibly powerful. Number one, over 1,000 people here in this community have already been helped by them, which is absolutely amazing. And the average person is saving $1,100. That's like seriously real money right there, right? That's crazy good stuff. Over $1,000 of savings by simply having somebody who's an expert in the Medicare field to basically look through all the plans and to find you the best plan for your personal situation and get a better plan, better coverages, better pricing, and save $1,000 plus for the average person. Now, obviously, just because the average person is saving $1,000+ does not mean that's going to be the same result for everybody. But in general, the average person's saving over $1,000. That's incredible. That's like real money savings right there. That's awesome. I'm so glad that they were able to help you out. That's good. And again, too, getting a better plan. I mean, here's the thing. How nice is it to have the right plan with the right coverages? I think we've all been in the position before where we have a plan and we're like, got a plan. And then you go to book or make an appointment with a doctor, and they're like, "Yeah, you're out of network. It's going to be a special, or it's going to be an out of network copay." And they're like, "It's however many dollars." It's crazy, right? Wait, out of network? Yeah, your plan is not in this network or whatever it is, right? It's nuts. So just think of it. You can go to the doctors you want, prescription needs you have if you have any. It's really good stuff. So just knowing and having that peace of mind to have the right plan rather than just some random plan, that is really nice there as well. That's really awesome. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, Roll Tide NFL sports fan. I love your name. That's that's pretty cool, right? But yeah, thank you for the feedback and the information there. So glad that they were able to help you. That is awesome. Ghost of the Wilderness. Ghost of the Wilderness. I love the name. That's awesome. That's really cool. Thanks for being here. Nice. Play to win 1958. Hello. Nice to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, Deborah Chapman waving her hands all around. Flex, hey, I see you there again. Thank you so much for your help in the comment section. I really do appreciate that. Thank you, Flex. Really appreciate you. Yes, Camilio Santano. Yep, exactly. Flex again. Deborah Chapman. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you. Yeah, Ghost of the Wilderness. Yes. Awesome. Really good comments rolling in here. This is really good. Thank you. Just want to do what I can to help you out through this. I know it's confusing. Shay Patterson, you're asking, is changing of address a difficult process? It should be basically the same as any beneficiary receiving Social Security. So, no, it shouldn't be that difficult to do, right? Yeah. Nice. Play to win 1958. Your doctor visits are $17. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. That's I don't think so anyway. It could be way worse. I mean, don't get me wrong, free is better, but $17, not bad. Yeah. Nice. Gamilio Santano, thank you. Nice to see you. You're so kind. Joyce Decker, really good question. You're asking, can Chapter help with getting Medicaid? Unfortunately, they can't. Okay, they can't help with Medicaid at all. So unfortunately, they can't. They're absolute experts when it comes down to Medicare, everything Medicare, all the different plan types with Medicare. But yeah, unfortunately, their hands are kind of tied when it comes to Medicaid. So yeah, unfortunately, they can't help with Medicaid things. Yep. Jody Lore is out. It is Jody Lore. You're saying you're getting tired of all the changes. Yeah, there's a lot of changes so far. A lot of changes so far. And here's the thing as well. I don't think this is anywhere close to being over yet. There's a lot more to come here. And again, a lot of these changes that they're implementing, I'm just going to be fair with you, okay? This isn't going to be a popular thing to say, but I'm going to say it, are not in the benefit of the beneficiary. Okay, that's the bad thing about this. A lot of these changes that are coming out are like not necessarily that great for the beneficiaries, which is honestly really frustrating. But I do anticipate more to come. And yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at all to see them rolling back some of those different rules that were put in place last year. Wouldn't be shocked at all if they roll some more of those back. They've already done a couple. I wouldn't be shocked if they do more. Yeah, Scott. Is it Scott Gardner? Yeah, Scott. Scott, really good question. So Scott Gardner is asking, will Top come after me if they're already garnishing 10%? The answer would be no. Reason being is they're already garnishing your 10%, so they're not going to come after you and like take even more, right? Because they're already getting 10%. That's the rule. That's what they have in the plan, right? So if you're an SSI beneficiary, you're topped out at the 10%, okay? They will continue the 10% until they are repaid whatever they've determined as how much they've overpaid you, which again, it's your word against theirs, which is honestly really frustrating because a lot of times these overpayments are done because of their errors, not our errors. They make a mistake, they overpay the beneficiary, and then they blame the beneficiary and come back and say, hey, now you got to overpay us. It's like, what? Really? But that's kind of the rule. That's how they have it, okay? But Scott, again, really good question. No, Top's not going to come after you because they're already garnishing the 10%. Now, the difference would be is if you did not pay them and they did not have a way to get your money, then yeah, they'd be coming after you, right? But no, I think you're good, Scott. Yep. Yeah, thanks, Flex. You're awesome. Thanks for the help in the comments. I appreciate it. I see all your messages. Oh, nice. Oh, Flex. Yeah, exactly. I mentioned you on the live stream earlier today, too. I saw you just a couple hours ago. Yeah, mentioned you there. But yeah, thank you for being here. Again, I see all your comments down below. You're helping out. I appreciate that. Thank you. Regina. Yeah, Regina Brown. If somebody files for a divorce and they're both on SSI, how does that work? First thing I would say, call Social Security. Seriously, call Social Security, connect with an agent, and have that conversation with them, okay? That's the one thing that they have a cow about. If we don't tell them our situation has changed, as in we moved, we got married, we got divorced, we got a job, whatever the situation is, please call and tell them. That's like their one big thing, well, multiple different big things that they get really worked up about. Please just call them and tell them the situation, and the agent will be able to look at your specific situation and kind of give you guidance from there. But yeah, please do that. Like tomorrow, seriously, like tomorrow, call them if you have not done so already and just connect with them, tell them your situation, and they should be able to help you get some guidance from there, okay? Just, it's important. They talk about that all the time. People that don't report their situation changes, those are the people that kind of generally get in trouble a little bit, okay? I'm not trying to scare you at all. I'm just simply saying, just please call them and tell them it'll be good. Yep. B. B is saying, can you do a knock-knock joke? I honestly don't even know a single knock-knock joke. I really don't. If I knew one, I would tell you. I really don't know one. Yeah. Okay, I could tell you one. This is literally one that we made up when I was like a kid. Okay, let's thought of this. When I was growing up, there was a kid that lived down the street a ways. His name was Sam Who, like literally H or WHO, like who. So this was super funny when I was like 6, because like obviously everything was pretty funny when you're 6. But I'd go to him and be like, hey, tell me or say knock knock to me, and so it'd be like, hey, knock knock, and I'd say, who's there? And he'd be like, Sam, and I'd be like, Sam who, or whatever. So, because it was like, that was his name. So that was it. Not funny at all. But when you're 6, it's pretty dang funny. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Flex is saying the average payment on SSDI is a little over $1,500. Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly. And that updates all the time as well. Just like retirement benefits and SSDI, the average benefits on these things are generally trending higher, just considering the sheer volume of people coming on to retirement benefits every single month and SSDI benefits every single month. Obviously, there's way more retirees coming on than there are SSDI beneficiaries, but still, it's a lot of people. So these numbers are, shifting quite a bit, but generally they are trending higher. But yeah, good point, Flex. XRPJR. XRP. I'm going to go ahead and guess. Are you a little bit of a Ripple fan, right? Nice. Yeah. I had a bunch of Ripple like 2 years ago, something like that, and it was like 36 cents, and I was like, just dump it, just get rid of it, whatever. Bad idea. I should have held on to that, right? I bought it at like 30 cents or whatever, and it was like 36 cents forever, and I was like, garbage, just get rid of it. Yeah, anyway, I got rid of that a long time ago. But anyway, that's beside the point. Sorry. XRP JR, XRP Junior, whatever. But yeah, you're saying, hey, just joined. What's the new rule? Okay. So really quickly here, basically with the new 100% garnishment that Social Security announced in the recent press release about 2 weeks ago, give or take a little bit, they're basically just saying that SSI will still be locked in at 10% garnishment, and they will not be subject to the 100% garnishment that all other Social Security beneficiaries will be. And that new rule goes into effect here in just a matter of a few days here. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be a bad one. So SSI beneficiaries, you're still locked in, protected at that 10%. That's the special treatment I was talking about in the title of the video. Whereas all other beneficiaries that do receive benefits from Social Security will be subject to the 100% garnishment in the event of an overpayment. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. Oh, nice. Mini snacks. Mini snacks. Thanks for being here. I always like your name. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Glad that you enjoyed the videos. Thanks for joining us live. Really appreciate you. Mini snacks. What kind of snack are you? Just curious. Are you like a Twix or something? Or like a Snickers bar? Like goldfish, right? Goldfish are good. I was chowing on some goldfish earlier today. Yep. Those are pretty good, by the way. Yeah, Loretta Loff, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here, Loretta. So nice to see you. Happy Sunday. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Mini snacks. Mini snacks. Mini snacks. What's your Mini snacks 21? Mini snacks 21. What happened to the $5,000 Doge dividend? Let's dig into that in a separate video, okay? Let's just dig into that another one. That's a whole other can of worms. It's going to be quite a while if I open up that one right now. Let's just stay tuned. Let me bring you a video on that. There's been some interesting things popping up about that, but they're in the process right now of introducing or basically crafting the final details of an official piece of legislation on this. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, I'll certainly bring you details. Mini snacks. Mini snacks. I like it. Yeah, Alan McClure. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. And again, I see Flex is helping out a lot there in the chat as well. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. B is asking a good question. Again, this also pertains to Gamilio Santano. I see you there in the chat as well. B is asking, will SSI land on the 27th? No, nope, not this month. It won't, okay? Nope, SSI will not land on the 27th. It'll come in on April 1st because April 1st is not a holiday and it's not a weekend either. So we've got about a week and a few days here until SSI does get paid on the 1st of April, okay? By the way, I'm going to throw this out there really fast. For those of you that are receiving SSI, I guarantee 100% there's going to be people jumping all over this. Not me, but I'm just going to say this because there's going to be a bunch of other people talking about this. But April is one of these months where you're going to get 2 checks in the month of April because of how the calendar lands, okay? Just look out for the titles out there that say, oh, you're going to get bonus checks this month. No, you're not going to get bonus checks in April. You're going to get May's payment in April because I think that's what it is. May lands on a weekend, I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I thought I looked at the calendar. I could be off on that. Sorry. I should have double-checked the calendar, but I'm pretty sure May 1st. Let me ask. What day of the week is May 1st? Where to ask?
It's Thursday, May 1st, 2025.
I was wrong. Okay. Never mind. Never mind about that. Okay, I was wrong. Maybe it's June 1st then. Maybe it's June 1st. What day of the week is June 1st?
It's Sunday, June 1st, 2025.
Okay. Sorry, I was off by a month. Sorry about that. Okay, forget what I said about that for April. Sorry, I was off by a month. It's June. So let's revisit that in a month, okay? But anyway, you're good. April 1st, you will get that. Sorry about that. I got my months mixed up there. But yeah, forget that what I said about April. Sorry about that. Yep. Yeah, what am I doing? Nice. James Lara checking in. Hey, James. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good evening. James Laura asking, any idea how big of a raise we're going to be getting on our EBT card? Are you talking about the COLA for SNAP benefits? That's a really good question. We will actually get that announcement in about August. Yeah, in about August. Usually it's right around, actually, I don't think it's that late. Maybe like mid-July-ish or so. Yeah, July, August is somewhere around there. I don't remember exactly when it comes out, but yeah, we'll be getting that one, and then it goes into effect as of October. I'm going to say this much. Don't expect much, okay, James? I'm just going to prepare you now. Please don't expect much for the COLA on SNAP, on your EBT. If that's what you're talking about, I think that's what you're talking about. But yeah, don't get your hopes up for much. It's going to be very low, I would anticipate. James Lara, coffee, yeah, 100%. That's a bad one. Yeah, XRP, JR, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you. Thank you. Yeah, Flex, again, you're very welcome. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it. Yeah. B, you liked my knock knock joke. That was awful. I mean, seriously, let's just be real, right? But that's literally like the only one that I know. So maybe I could do a little research for a minute when I get off of here. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Flex, you're very welcome. Yeah, just want to do what I can, and thank you for your continued support and all the help. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. Jody Lore, yeah, I see your comment there about how much you get per month and the overpayment and things like that. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, exactly. Flex, good point. So Flex is saying that I mentioned that you don't have to join the Social Security account website. You're right. You don't need to. You absolutely do not need to sign up on the Social Security website. But I would say this much. If you're going to, now would probably be the best time to do that. And when I say now, I don't mean like sit down and crank that out tonight. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like basically anytime between now and the next few weeks or the next couple months or whatever. If you want to create a My Social Security account, again, on the Social Security website, it's probably a pretty good thing to do because if you need to access it and to prove your identity, anything like that, you can certainly do that way versus trying to go to a physical office. Those are the two options, either online through the Secure My Social Security account, or it is by going to a physical office. So I'm just simply saying, if you don't have an account, now might be a good time to sign up for one. I'm just saying, again, it's not required. You definitely do not need to, but it might be a really helpful tool to have. Yeah, Jody Lore, yeah, you're very welcome. Thank you as well. I appreciate it. Yeah. Scott Gardner, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you're very welcome. Thanks for the nice message. Yeah, Flex, I really appreciate that as well. I am trying to do whatever I can to help people out. Again, I know there's a ton of confusion out there. Just want to do what I can, okay? I know that there's a lot of people that are frustrated. I know it's a very annoying time. I know a lot of people are feeling very uncertain and just feeling like, I don't know what to do anymore. I see, down below in the comment section, I get it. I see people taking it out on me. And honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. Sometimes when I read through the comment section, I can only read like a handful of comments before I'm like, okay, I need a break. I'm going to have like a mental breakdown because I'm like just getting ripped apart in the comment section. I can't read the comment section sometimes. I'm just being honest with you right now. I can't read it for very long sometimes because people are just having a really hard time and taking it out on me. And honestly, I don't like that. It just makes me feel really bad. So sometimes I read like 100 comments and I'm good. And sometimes I read like 4 comments and I'm like, I got to get out of here. I'm like really struggling right now. I just not having this right now. Okay. So I'm just being real with you. Just like, and I get it. I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Just like, okay, I know people are struggling right now. I know it's a really hard time. I know there's a lot of confusion. I know it's uncertain out there, just things like that. So I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but being that, being ripped apart like that, just left and right and just getting the left and right jabs, just constant. I'm just like, okay, I need a little break for a second. Right. So yeah. But I do try to read as many comments as I can each day. I mean, realistically, the volume of comments that I get across the entire channel, it's like 1,000 comments a day, which is honestly it fluctuates quite a bit, but it's around there. I probably read a few hundred comments a day, realistically. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but yeah, it's about what I try to do. By the way, if you're just joining on right now, the best thing I would say suggest doing is just going back to the beginning of the live stream and watching from there. I talked about all the details, maybe like the first 10 minutes, but basically just talking about the 100% garnishment that's coming in, announced by Social Security, that's coming into full force here in just a matter of days, and how SSI is essentially getting the special treatment, which is honestly a good thing, where they're only going to be garnishing 10% versus the 100%, where they will be doing that for all other beneficiaries who do receive benefits from Social Security, okay? So SSI, 10%, everybody else, 100% garnishment in the event of an overpayment, okay? That's what it is. Yeah, James Lara, you're very welcome. Yeah, write out to the administration. Seriously, now is the time to write some letters. In fact, I have this letter. Where is it? Right here, this one. I think this is an awesome letter. I don't know. I've been seeing a bunch of comments, but I posted the video last Monday. It's titled something like, "Here it is, $300 monthly raise." If you have not seen that, watch that. It's this letter right here I drafted. Honestly, I think this is probably my best letter that I've ever written. It's a 3-tiered approach to give beneficiaries a raise based on their benefit amount. The lower the benefit, the bigger the raise. I don't know. I call it the SSA Savings Supplement. Check out that video from Monday, last Monday. So it was the... what was the date? The 17th? Yeah, the 17th. It's the SSA Savings Supplement. This right here, my wife Corey comes in and she reads it. I think it's pretty good, honestly. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. But again, the title of that video is something like, "Here it is, $300 monthly raise," something like that. Anyway, check it out. Really good. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. But yeah, for sure. I think this is the time now with so much change right now. Just keep presenting different letters and options. Nice. Lori A. Garcia, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here, Lori A. Garcia. Appreciate it. Thanks for the nice message. Appreciate it. Yeah. And Flex, you're very welcome as well. Again, thank you for all your help. Is it Lexi Abbey? Is that what it is? I think I'm saying that right. Oops. Yeah, Lexi Abbey. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Anyway, you're saying, what are the increases you're talking about? I'm not talking about increases. That's not what I'm talking about at all. This has nothing to do with increases, okay? What I'm talking about is the announcement out of Social Security Administration a couple weeks ago in regards to the 100% garnishment that will be coming into play here very, very soon. And they're reinstating the 100% garnishment for people that have been overpaid, except for SSI beneficiaries. They will be seeing a 10%, they're locking in at 10% garnishment in the event that they are overpaid. So SSI stays at 10%, which is what it still is right now for at least a few more days, but then it goes back to 100% garnishment if anybody is overpaid by Social Security for everybody other than SSI. Okay, so that's what that comes down to. So Lexi Abbey, nothing to do with a raise here. That's not what I'm talking about. It's the garnishment potentially. Yep. Yeah, Tammy Smith, thank you. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you said that my plan sounds pretty good. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Yeah, glad that you enjoy it. And thanks for the feedback again. It's better than some of the other plans that are out there. I'm just going to say that much. There's some other plans out there that are 100% not feasible, as I've talked about in videos. But yeah, Tammy, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that. James is asking what's on my shirt. I'm honestly not sure what's on my shirt. I think it's a parrot. If I'm wearing the shirt that I'm thinking of, I don't know. I mean, James, I think you know this. I'm blind. I have no idea what's on my shirt. I think it's a parrot, based on what I've been told. I think it's a parrot. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a parrot. I'm just trying to think what shirt I have on. Yeah. Yeah, Flex, again, thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, Janet Davis is out. It is. You're saying that you are on SSI. They're going to start taking away 10%. You get $967. How much are they going to take? $96.70. So I roughly ran the mental math a little while ago. A $96.70 reduction on your $967 monthly benefit is again about what would that translate into? $871 or so. I think my math is about right on that. Again, I'm trying to mentally subtract here. Okay. So anyway, I think that's about $871, give or take a little bit. Yeah, about that. James Lara is saying, is it true we can't buy junk food anymore? No, you can buy all the junk food you want right now, but they're probably going to change that soon. Okay, so yeah, James, no, they have not implemented that law yet, but yeah, you can still buy all the junk food you want. I mean, if again, that's just what you're calling it, so that's what I'm calling it. But yeah, you can still buy that for now, but I would not be shocked one bit if they do implement that. Which, by the way, if you want to know the name of that legislation, is called the Healthy SNAP Act. Again, the Healthy SNAP Act. That is one where they want to reduce and basically limit people from buying any types of sugary dessert type foods with their EBT, including but not limited to cookies, cakes, ice cream, prepared desserts, pop, soda pop. These things. The reason I say pop, soda pop is because I've realized when I make videos talking about that, I see comments down below that are like, it's pop, it's soda pop. And I'm like, okay, well, depending on where you're located in the country, we all call it something different. So that's why I like to hit all the bases. Just whatever you call it, there you go. I just nailed all of them, right? Yeah. The sugary stuff in a can that tastes really good. That stuff. Yeah. Nice. Francisco Carrero. Is that what it is? Francisco Carrero. Hey, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you said that you are a green card holder and you're on SSI. What should you do? Nothing right now. Yeah, Francisco Carrera. Did I say that? Carrero. Is it Carrero? Sorry, Francisco Carrero. I think it is. Hey, thank you again. If I'm saying your name incorrectly, I apologize. I'm like really bad at saying names for some reason. But anyway, you're asking about what should you do an SSI beneficiary? Nothing. Don't worry about it right now. Okay, let's just hold tight here, see what happens. But yeah, SSI is still good for now. Yep, all's good. Yeah, Lexi Abbey. Yeah. Anyway, you're saying you were thinking about one of the previous videos talking about an increase. Yeah. By the way, there's a ton of different proposals. They're all kind of plans and different proposals out there to give increases, to do all kinds of different changes to benefits, all kinds of different things like that. So yeah, I'll certainly keep you posted. Don't worry, I'll keep you posted on any different changes that are out there. Regina Brown is asking, do you ever think that they will fix SSI? Someday, I really think that they will. When is that going to be? Well, that's the big question. I wish I had a better answer for you. I'm not sure when that's going to be. But yeah, I do think at some point they'll be forced to fix SSI. It's not a matter of, well, should we do it or not? I think they're going to be forced to do it because they kind of have to. The program has been neglected for so long that it's fallen so far behind. They'll be forced to come in and fix it for the beneficiary. Yeah. Yep. At some point. Nice. James Lara. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. let's leave it at that for now. I don't want this live stream to get too long here. Let's leave it at that. I can jump back on another live stream tomorrow. I can come back in videos tomorrow, whatever you need. Just let me know. I'm here for you. But let's leave it at that for now. Again, I hope this clarifies it. If you're just jumping on right now and just joining right now, again, just go back, watch the first like 10 minutes or so of this live stream. That's honestly all the more you need to watch on it. Once I get into the chat box, you don't really need to watch that anymore. Just saying, just being real with you, okay? But anyway, I really appreciate watching. Again, huge shout out to all of you for watching. Thank you, Regina, Flex there in the chat, James, Lara, all in the chat as well. Gamilio Santano in the chat. Yes, all of you. Francisco checking out. Yeah, thank you for being here as well. Appreciate it. B in the chat as well. Thank you so much for all of you being here. Yep, James Lara. Yeah, James Lara, the energy drinks, I agree. Yeah, those are super good. Lexi Abby. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Lexi Abby, you said you're very easy to listen to. That's awesome. Thank you for that feedback. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's really, really good to know. Thank you. That's awesome. I really appreciate the feedback all the time. So thank you. I'm just trying to do my best, okay? Just trying to improve, do whatever I can every single day to serve you better, to be more clear and concise, more efficient, whatever it is, just trying to improve every day, right? So anyway, okay, please have a nice evening. Again, thank you so much for being here. If you're new or if you've not done so, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, stay tuned. I guarantee you this week is going to be another nuts week. What's going to happen? I have no idea. I wish I could tell you. I don't know, but all I know, based on the last couple months here, we've gotten a lot of big announcements out every single week. So I would anticipate this week will be no exception to the rule. And I would anticipate some big things happening. All right, so anyway, please have a nice evening. Thanks again for watching. Really, really appreciate it. And I will catch you again later. All right, let's do this. Okay. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes. All right. We'll see you later. Have a good